All right, man. What's up out there in the world? We are live. What's going on at the Hood Films channel? Welcome to all that see this video on the playback. Appreciate you coming over here and checking us out. We appreciate you checking us out over here. It's going to be a dope show. You know what I'm saying? So I got some great ideas to try to hit y'all with on this show. This is the Hood Films channel. Like and subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Thank y'all for coming back over here. You know, I've been doing a little, obviously, talking about the Corey Holcomb show for the last few weeks since the big fight episode happened. And I just want to talk to y'all about that briefly, you know. So come on through as you get over around here. And if you play this back, I appreciate y'all. On this channel, we basically talk to you about filmmaking stuff. We vlog about stuff that's going on in the world, information, people, stories. Also do filmmaking tips and stuff like that, YouTube tips, a bunch of little stuff that we do over here just to keep y'all engaged. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back, and I appreciate y'all coming over. So basically, I got a couple of notes that I'm gonna hit y'all with about the Corey Holcomb show and everything that went down with that, because I know y'all saw it. Hey, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate everybody hitting us up and talking about it. It's been fun. I've been hitting y'all right back because, you know, I'm going to talk to you right there in them comments. I ain't going to front. If you hit me up, I'm going to hit you right back in them comments. And it don't matter what you say, because I know it's all love after all. But I know you got to speak your truth. You know, you got to talk about things how you see it. And that's what makes it a dope show, because y'all kick it the way y'all kick it. And it's like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Jordan? Okay, dope. I'm gonna check you out, Jordan. Thanks for that, man. He said you shouted me out. Okay, I think they said something about if you click it like this, you could see the actual comments. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I think if I click it, I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna see. Everything good, bro? I don't know if this worked, man. Yeah, everything good, man. But I'm just hollering at y'all about the little stuff that went down on the Corey Holcomb show last week, and just kind of kicking it with y'all about that. I basically got 5 things that I wanted to talk to you about in regarding that. You know what I'm saying? Like tips that I learned along the way. You know what I'm saying? Tips that I picked up, because I got a lot of comments that came in the comment section, and y'all should do that again. Definitely hit up in the comment section and give us some more information about how you feel about everything, because there's been a lot of comments and over the videos. Everybody got a lot to say about it, a lot of opinions. And so I want to kind of like give a capsule of all of the stuff I heard from people talking about that situation, you know, because it's like a friendship thing, really. It's about what goes down in friendship with homies, you know what I'm saying, and how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, I guess, if you're a female or a guy. People go through stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's a chance to kind of talk about that and see what, you know, what we got, what we all gained from that. So, you know what I'm saying? And again, welcome to the channel. If you've never been over here, Hood Films channel, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You see the shirts. We over at Walmart too. You can check us out at walmart.com. Check out some of the shirts and get with us on that. So look, 5 tips I learned about the Corey Holcomb situation with Zo Williams. They fight they had about 2 weeks back. One of the major tips that I picked up from that is homies, it's not real. They're having a homie and all that, in my opinion, that's not really real, because what you're going to be expecting from a person is that they do something that you want them to be doing. And everybody's somebody else. Everybody's another person. So people ain't going to exactly do what you want them to do. They're going to be like they want to be. And we all saw that on this show where Corey went crazy on the lady, on the guy, and he went crazy on the lady, Dolores. And they basically didn't really do too much to pull that much kind of anger from him, but time and years built up, and then it's just this big blow up that's come from it. And then it's like, damn, can't nothing be saved now, nothing could be savored, everything just crashed and burned. And it's like, what the fuck? What happened to being friends? What happened to being tight? What happened to being? That's not real. That is not real. And like my statement underneath that is, we getting too old for that. Like, it got to be a point in your life where you like, I can't take no more fake friends. I can't take no more fake homies. I can't take no more fake chicks, no more fake relationships. I'm done. I just need 100 people around me. And the only 100 people that you're going to see is basically in the mirror. Like you looking at yourself. Because if you think that somebody else is going to be valid or 100 with you through the fruition, through the focus of life, through matriculations or ups and downs, man, that's not like that. You're going to be fucking battling people forever, man. Whether it's family members, homies outside your life, people you got to deal with at jobs or businesses that you got to go talk to get stuff accomplished. It's a constant tug of war. So you just got to be ready to battle and fight and stop being emotionally tied into people like, I can't believe they said that about me. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe he said this. I can't believe he treated me like this. Yeah, believe it. And as honest as you are, as 100 that you are towards people, probably need to pull back a little bit and be as much as 100 as you are for other people. Put a little bit more 100 towards yourself. Like be a little bit more 100 towards you. Because then you might be able to see this shit along the way and be like, you know what? No, I don't want to kick it at that party. I'm gonna go and stand down. Oh no, y'all finna get something. I'm gonna chill. I'm just I'm gonna sit at the crib. I'm y'all my niggas gonna fuck with y'all, but I'm not this time. You'll pull back a little bit again because you're getting too old to be in situations. That nigga's 49 years old. Do you want to be 49 years old and somebody screaming? I ain't talking about one-on-one like look, motherfucker, screaming in your fucking face. You the weakest link. All this weak shit that you gotta take, and you too old for this, man. You got kids, people looking at you and looking up to you. And you'll take this kind of beat down from somebody that's another human, that's another person, that's another guy or girl living on earth. And you'll take this shit. It's like, so that's my number one tip, man. That homie shit, homies, all this stuff, I'm talking about on both sides, females and men, that's not really real. You got to be real with yourself. And then this stuff go down. If that nigga would have just got up and walked out the room, he would have kept 100% respect. 100% respect. Because he would have been like, you know what? This nigga tripping. I'm up. He'd walked out. Or he'd have kept 100% respect if he'd have jumped up and karate kicked that nigga in the chest. Like, you bitch ass nigga, don't you ever talk like that to me. Now, yeah, he could have got body slammed and fucking stumped in the fucking ground afterwards, but he still would have kept his respect because he'd have said, do not fucking play with me like that. That right there. Now he wouldn't have just been saying it. Yeah, you don't talk to me like that, man. Don't talk to me like that, man. Don't say that, man. Like this over and over dumb shit. Like that ain't working, bro. So, but you know, he did things how he wanted to do it. So I'm not trying to say he wrong because he his own person. So he did what the fuck he decided. It's just that these are my tips that what I picked up from the comments, from what people were saying, from all the videos I checked out. This is what I learned along the way, and this is why I'm gonna hit you with it because this could probably help you as you getting friendships and knowing people and learning people. This is game. So anyway. Okay, look, this is a dope one. Don't be hanging around people when you owe them money. So if you the kind of person that has to go into debt with somebody for whatever reason, don't be trying to sit up with them after that and chill and be around or go out of town or get drunk with them or party twice. Don't keep following up and being around them because they just going or that person going to find a reason to bring that back up at you. And that's, again, a point of being into a maturity where you like, you know what? If I owe this motherfucker this, I will not be back around till I can pay him or hit him on it. I'm not going to just keep coming around. And yes, you're going to get that phone call and they're going to say, damn, motherfucker, since you owe me, you ain't even been back around. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get that shit together. I can't stand right there with your motherfucking ass and get it. I got to get out here and go get it so I can pay you off. But if you're going to sit around them every day, every week, every night, once a week, once or twice, then you can't be out there trying to out them on shit. You can't be out there trying to call them out on some shit. You can't be out there trying to bring them on some charges up on something and being like, you wrong in this situation because they got something on you. They got something on you. Even if it's $5, they still got that. Like, damn, man, you had to borrow that thing for me to take care of this, that, and the third, or whatever. You sit back like, why would you bring that shit up? Because you fucking had to ask me for it. Why would you put yourself in that predicament? That, again, come from a little bit more maturity where you'll be like, if I need it, I ain't asking no motherfucking breathing. I don't need it if I have to ask somebody to get it. I don't give a fuck what it is. Food, clothes, shelter, fucking friendship. I'm not asking because you know why? Because that's going to make me be in debt to somebody. It don't matter. They might be like, hell no, you ain't in debt to me. You good, you good. It's not like that in the real world. If you take something from somebody, they want something back. And it's just, it's that simple. It's just, it's how it goes. It might not be nobody you have had this experience yet, but you keep living, and motherfuckers gonna be expecting shit back from you. That's just how it's gonna go. So that's my second thing that I thought that people should be picking up from that scenario, that when you owe somebody something, they have leverage on you. So as soon as Zo Williams said, look, man, you a hypocrite on how you doing, what the fuck you talking about? You owe me money from that motherfucking situation. And then he might even say, but that ain't even got nothing to do with being a hypocrite. We talking about being a hypocrite. Yeah, nigga, well, he can make that shit sound exactly how he wanted to sound, where you a damn hypocrite for not paying that money back because you sitting right up under him, chilling, being around, and they like, yeah, I'm gonna call this motherfucker out anytime he say something. You don't know how people be thinking of saying behind their back. And if you listen to one of the videos that Corey Holcomb said, he said every time that nigga didn't show up and pay back that, well, he didn't respond back to that lawyer when he had Corey Holcomb asked him to talk to the lawyer in the situation between him and Aries, and he didn't do it in a timely fashion that Corey thought was the right time frame. He looked at him and he was like, you know what? He said this. He said, you know what? I looked him upside his head ever since then. Now he coming to kick it every day. Now I know people in the comments gonna say, well, why the fuck he didn't just say, quit coming around? That go back to the motherfucking first point. Some homies ain't real. It's not that shit. It's not. They ain't gonna tell you, man, your breath stink, man. You shouldn't go talk to that chick. They not gonna tell you these things that you think that a person would tell you. They ain't gonna say that shit. They just gonna let you go down, and then when they fall off, they gonna be like, oh shit, that bitch told you to get your bad breath ass out of her face. What the fuck? And you sitting back like, but you could have told me, nigga. You have to pick up these things. You have to pick this little shit up from people, and then it's up to you to keep playing the game. It's up to you to keep trying to go back around them and rock how you rock. But the facts is the facts, like Derek Patterson said. The facts is the facts. So this is the third thing that I feel like people should have picked up from the Corey Holcomb situation between him and Zo Williams when he disrespected the fuck out of Zo Williams on that show. And you probably seen it. It went viral. Here goes the third thing that I thought that he should have dealt with, that he should have said. And thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for paying attention and coming over here and checking us out. I appreciate y'all, because we just basically kicking it from that standpoint of finding out something happened and then just looking at it for your own thought and then thinking about how would you move around with it. What's up, C-Gerald? So I'm saying you just figuring it out from your own standpoint. So that's why I want to put this up here. So here's the other thing that I want to say. The third point is build your own show, build your own thing. Don't be the second person. Don't be the third guy. Don't be you. It's easy for you to build your own thing and not have to piggyback off somebody, or not have to sit back and wait for them to make a move and then you make a move, because that's putting you in a disadvantage. Now you sitting up here, you waiting for this motherfucker to do something before you could even get to the point where you getting something happening for yourself. And it's like, if he don't do nothing, you can't do nothing. Even though you feel like, yeah, nigga, we rocking together. You cannot tell how this person thinking. The whole time this nigga Zo was thinking him and Corey was doing something together and they was operating together. Corey told that nigga, you the weakest link. I don't even fuck with niggas like you. And he's sitting back like, what? I thought, but I took you to what's the name? And I took you over there and showed them that. Yeah, nigga, but it wasn't yours. And he like, but you knew that when you was getting in the car to go that it wasn't mine, motherfucker. I don't understand the point of the matter is that he didn't even have to do all that shit. If you building your shit, if you working on your thing, then that nigga Corey would have came over there and said, damn, nigga, that's dope as hell. I got to get me one. Then he didn't have to leave and go build his own shit. He couldn't sit up under you and then you feeding his ass the hook up, giving him the hook around and showing him the this and the that. And he picking up notes off that shit and moving on with his life. He ain't looking at you like, boy, I would have never been this dope if it wasn't for this nigga right here. We did not hear him say that shit about Zo. But that's how Zo walking around thinking. He thinking that in his mind, like, shit, nigga, all this shit came through me. Like, but he don't think that. This nigga looking at you like you the weakest motherfucking link. It's almost like you should have been saying that every time you drove up to the place. Nigga, now who showed you this shit? Okay, say it out loud. So this nigga can confirm it to you that you the motherfucking reason why this is happening. Otherwise, he got amnesia. He don't even understand you doing this. He looking at you, calling you out like, nigga, but it wasn't yours. Nigga, what the fuck did that mean? You knew it wasn't mine. I'm sitting over here at your shit. What the fuck you mean it ain't mine? You know I ain't got one. But that's on you. That's because you playing yourself. Now somebody got leverage. Now somebody could disrespect you because you trying to be the number two. You want to be somebody Batman and Robin type shit. That's not the move. Especially when you get a certain age. You need to chill on that shit. That's just my opinion. you can rock your way. This is the tips I learned watching the video and the comments and all the other shit. So that was number 3. Moving right along. So this is the 4th one. And I ain't going to really dwell on this one too far because everybody got their own opinion on this one. But this is how I feel. This is just my opinion on this shit. Sometimes you have to fight. Sometimes it just might come to that in life. It might not be something you asking for or want to do, but sometimes you might have to fight. And it just seemed like from a distance, looking at that scenario, that Zo Williams was being played and disrespected to a level that moment, at a lot of times it felt like, fuck that. No, hell no. I got to show this motherfucker. Don't you ever play with me like that. And he chose not to do it because he his own person. This is his decision in his life. Maybe he wanted to rekindle the relationship in the future. Whatever his reasons was, I don't know him. He decided on his own. But it just seemed like, for me, looking at it from a distance, like all the way where I'm at, it's like, damn, what the fuck you letting that nigga talk to him like that for? Like, what the fuck is this? You know, but he took it and he felt like, no. I think at one point he was like, we can fight. And then I think Corey went even crazy. Nigga, don't say nothing about fight. Don't say nothing about fighting. And that nigga was like, all right, I ain't gonna say, he gotta calm down about fighting. It's like, you know, so, and when you see it all play out, all patterned out, you can realize that basically he didn't really want to get into no fight at that point, at that specific second. Zo Williams just kind of even wanted all that shit to die down. He probably even know that it can go that far. He probably didn't even feel like that he said something to even warrant that kind of response. But again, all of those other points up to number 4, he basically was wrong at, in my opinion. But, you know, that's his life. And number 1 again was his homies. He didn't see that homies ain't real. And then he's too old to be around motherfuckers around him that ain't real with him. That he got the vibe, he getting the message wrong, that this ain't really no real nigga around you. It's just some motherfucker who you keep being around thinking that y'all got a real friendship. But when it come down to him deciding, that ain't shit real about y'all friendship. And so number 2 was don't be hanging around somebody when you owe them money. Like, don't be just posted up with somebody chilling and you got a deficit that you owe them. And it's like a debt that you owe them. And you just sitting around like, hey, yeah, let's watch the game. Oh, yeah, I got 5 on the bill, whatever you're doing. And it's like, hey, man, you keep being over here and you owe me this thing. Nigga, what are you doing? And it's like, yeah, I got you. Well, you setting yourself up for a confrontation. Because you got to be able to know, if I owe this person this, I'm not going to be sitting right around them like chilling every day, coming back around the spot once a week. I'm going to stay up off this motherfucker until I can make some gestures of payment, and then we can put this shit behind us. And then number 3 was build your own platform. Don't be trying to pulley up with nobody and double up on nobody, especially somebody who could possibly disrespect you, which you don't realize this could happen because you thinking you contributing, or you thinking that y'all half owners, or you know. I told y'all the Dame Dash Jay-Z situation where it was like dude thought he was an owner in something and he wasn't, and eventually it got taken right from him because why? Somebody else had the ultimate decision, and that's what happened. So then number 4 was, in my opinion, sometimes you might have to fight. Sometimes a situation might go too far where you might have to stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't not beat the person that you're going against, but it might just be like, hey, you know what? Let me let this person know that this threat that he pushing out I got to thwart that shit down. I can't let nobody come and threaten me like this. Because again, as soon as you come back around, this person going to flare up again because they know they got somebody who is weak or somebody that they can dominate. And you can't allow that to happen, especially at a certain age in your life. This is already, again, especially at a certain age in your life. We all living and learning. So nobody know all of this shit for facts. This is me just looking at all the comments and all the stuff that I looked at over the weeks about that. And I'm just picked out 5 points that I figured people should know and understand from that if you saw it from my perspective. So the number 5 thing, and thank y'all for watching this video all up to now, and like and subscribe and hit the comment section. I'm going to hit y'all back to, not a problem, because I want to holler to y'all and get to know y'all and everything like that. But I appreciate y'all helping me build the channel and getting going. Appreciate that. Check out my book, How to Make a Hood Movie. It's available on Amazon. You can check that out. My new movie right here on the website right here on the channel, matter of fact, called Killer Rapper. It's dope. You should check that out. So the last thing that I got for that is don't be a friend that can't be trusted. So this one obviously goes in the Corey Holcomb direction, because here you go telling this person your business, like, man, you know what, man? You remember when I was a little girl, right? No, the other one went to the party. She gave me genital warts, man. Can't believe this shit, man. These motherfuckers talking about this shit never go away. Genital fucking warts, man. Damn. And then he like, gee, that's crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck that is, but my nigga, man, as long as you ain't gonna die, you'll be all right. And y'all go on with y'all life. Y'all go the fuck on with y'all life. So now you at a fucking reunion party for high school. It's been 7 years, and y'all kicking at the reunion party, and another chick walk up on you, like, hey, well, boss, it's been a long time seeing you. And here this nigga with you, because y'all went to school together. You pop up right here, and they'd be like, oh, you went to school with this nigga? Oh, you know what he been up to. This nigga that had genital warts. This nigga that got married. And she like, what the fuck? And you like, hey, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Nigga, you did have genital warts, nigga. I ain't telling nothing that ain't true. I ain't lying. If I'm lying, tell me if I'm lying. And now you done embarrassed some motherfucking body or gotten embarrassed because you with a fake ass friend. And this friend ain't gonna think that. So if you're one of them kind of friends that feel like it's cool to bust somebody out or just call somebody out inappropriately and just feel like that just because you ain't hurt nobody or they told you this, but you feel like it's okay to say it because, you know, it was just, it didn't matter no more because it was a long time ago, and all these excuses that people say. Stop doing that shit because that's wrong. You know it's wrong. It ain't even right to do nobody like that, to just try to call them out on something that they told you in private or as a friend. That's a fake ass friend. And obviously that's a fight that needs to come down behind that, because otherwise you're going to keep doing it. But the threat on your head getting squeezed and knocked, that's going to make you be like, you know what? Let me shut the fuck up about that shit. Or you would be like this, hey, don't tell me nothing about no fucking wart shit. I don't give a fuck about your personal business like that, nigga. If we're going to be homies, that's the kind of shit you keep to yourself. And then the motherfucker be like, oh, no, I feel no. I was just trying to tell, I got to talk to somebody. Would get your ass on the 800 number and call the people, nigga. Fucker, don't tell me nothing about them. Why? Because you need to know this. You don't need to know that. You don't need to even know this kind of shit about a person. And then they come and expect you to understand and hold this secret and secrecy. But you just tell them, motherfucker, don't bring me that. Don't tell me nothing about that. I don't need to know nothing about your personal life. Oh, man, I was suicidal all last week, man, because this shit came up. Hey, look, bro, they got an 800 number. Call that number and talk to them folks. But don't give me that kind of information on you. Why? I'm a fake ass friend. I'm going to bust your motherfucking ass at a party. I'm going to tell a motherfucker that you a suicidal ass nigga. It's going to be reasons I ain't going to want to get in the car with you because you might want to kill a motherfucker. I'm going to crack jokes about you. I'm going to say all this foul shit. I'm going to treat you like that. So why even put me in that predicament? Keep your fucking business to yourself. And then I ain't never got to put you in a predicament where you feeling like, damn, man, I can't believe he said that, man. And we standing right there with the microphone and everything. So Zo Williams kind of is wrong for putting his business out there, but Corey filed for actually putting it out there himself. And he had a valid reason in his mind, like most friends will, why it was okay to do it. He had a perfect reason in his own head. I just got to quit hanging with fake ass niggas that don't want their information out there. Okay, but damn, that still don't take away from the fact that you could have fucked this nigga life up telling his personal business to the world. So, but again, who's at fault? In my opinion, you got to fault the person who put their business out there. You got to fault the person who's trying to do that. The person who's putting it out there, they just an ain't shit person. And that you can't even fault them because they don't feel like they did nothing wrong again. See, Gerald say, do something like that once and you need to leave that friend alone. 100%. A lot of us don't catch on to that, and we be kicking with folks, and we don't think that need to be something like, you know, and we all been there. This person that violated you, played you, did something foul, and you back with them 2 days later, back with them a week later, like, it's cool. That was that day. That was that weekend. And then you just back around them, or just back around them like, okay, it's cool. Or, you know, and that's something that we got to, again, grow from. You can't get over that overnight. You can't get over that in 2 days. You might be around these people at some event or something, and you can't get away from them. So you got to kind of just deal with the operation of the friendship. You know what I'm saying? However that go down. But the reality of the matter is you got to be trying to on guard yourself, because that fight didn't have to happen if Zo Williams respected himself enough and be like, man, you know what, this nigga, you out of pocket, and got up and walked out of there. And just been like, I'm not finna do this. But we know he ain't that kind of guy. He didn't do that with the little guy, I forgot the name, the comedian nigga. And he didn't do that, Eric Spears, and he didn't do that with the other guy that they knew from back in the day. So he is the kind of nigga that'll jump in and jump bad. You know, as they say, he'll jump bad. You know what I'm saying? So he did jump bad. But then when it came to Corey, he was able to sit down a little bit and not get so bad because he probably thought it was going to be a repercussion that he couldn't handle, my opinion alone. But now they both kind of beefing and talking shit back and forth to each other. As they said on the, both of them got on Craig Fact Show, and then Corey kicked it off again on his own show this past Tuesday talking shit. And I did a video about that, but he was back talking about it. You know, just saying, you know, fuck that nigga and give a fuck what he say. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. 10 years and that friendship can't go no further. They hit the wall. That's it now. Ain't no more of this shit, nigga. We gone about our business. So, see, Gerald, so I ain't been there. Guess that's why I don't have any friends. Yeah, but you know, life is a long way to go, see, Gerald. So this is what I'm saying. This might be a moment that when you start seeing, you can remember some of these this situation them two dudes, and you start seeing some of them things pop up, and you be like, you know what? Let me get the fuck away from this guy. You know, some, and as far as a guy perspective, some guys get acting funny when a female come around, whether it's their lady or if it's a new lady, and then all of a sudden they come around you, and it's like, well, let me disrespect him in front of my girl so she can look at me as a man. And then you sitting back, I mean, completely blown oblivious, no, like, huh? Why the fuck you acting like this, nigga? You would even kick it like that with me. Like, we literally be around each other a million times. You never act like this, but now your lady here, and then as soon as the lady disappeared, and then you like, okay, now what the fuck you was trying to be? No, nigga. You know, I'm just trying to, my girl, man, she had me all tripping that day, man. I'm pissed off, man. I snapped on you, my fault, man. You like, what the fuck is this nigga? But this how friendships go down, and you sitting back like, I came to break your motherfucking neck, nigga, because you was talking shit, and I ain't know you ain't gonna leave. I don't give a fuck what. And you all bent out of shape, and you like, nah, it ain't like that. It ain't, nigga, it ain't cool, man. It ain't cool. And you like, this nigga just disrespect me in front of his lady. Like, what kind of stupid ass shit is this? But I might not operate like that. That might not be how I kick it. But it's another person on earth, and that's how these niggas get down. It's just how I go. So I cut a few people loose. Yeah, you do, man. You got to, man. You got to. And again, that's how life be when you get a certain age. It's like, you know what? I have to fade up off motherfuckers at this point and go do other things. You know, I used to say this back like this. Like, I used to say this on everything I love. If you get back to what you love, you will lose a lot of friends. Like, if you get back to doing exactly what you love, I ain't talking about what you like. I ain't talking about what you got to do. I'm talking about if you get back to doing what you love, the thing that you fucking love, it's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to fuck with you, because then you're going to realize that, damn, they don't even really love this shit like that. So when I got back in filmmaking, not that I left it, but when I just got so deep into filmmaking, I'm studying the craft of storytelling. I'm looking at the beginning, the middle, and end, the acts, 3 acts. I just cannot. I'm obsessed with this shit. I'm watching movies on Netflix. I'm watching movies on different video platforms, trying to figure out when the inciting incident come, when the turning point come. Did this director do that? This the director do that? Are they doing it at the perfect timestamps? I'm hitting the libraries. I'm studying all the fucking books. I'm into what I'm into. Well, I ain't got no nigga kicking it with me. Ain't nobody going to the fucking libraries with me, looking at the books and shit. Ain't nobody going up to the Ivy League motherfucking universities trying to go in the libraries and look at these books. They don't give a fuck about this shit. Why? Because that's what I love. That ain't what the fuck they love. They own their own world. They do it what the fuck they do. And I'm not finna stop chasing the filmmaking journey and learning what I want to know about filmmaking and shoot my next movie and how to craft the next story and how to begin and to hook the people. I'm not going to stop doing that shit. They go drink a fifth or fucking slide down a mountain or some shit. I'm caught up in my own zone. And so it's the same thing like in the summertime when the weather starts breaking. It's a fucking snowstorm now in Chicago, but when the weather starts breaking, I like to hoop every single day. Like, I like to actually play basketball every single day. But if you have a 9 to 5, it's literally no way you can fucking do that. You can't. You got to fucking go to work every day. So, but that's what I like to do. So I'm going to be up early in the fucking morning. The sun coming up. I'm going to be out there hooping, running. I'm doing my drill. But this is what the fuck I like to do. I can't say, hey, nigga, it's Tuesday. Nigga, fuck work. Nigga, we finna hoop. Nigga, we do 2 hours. You can tell me you'll be back later. Somebody going to look at me and say, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? I got to pay my light bill, gas bill, remember. So when you get literally back to what you love, you will lose so many friends just by that alone. Because they're going to say, what the fuck you doing? Like, I'm finna wait for this Mars motherfucking thing to come out. You done heard that Mars is going to line up with you don't know shit about the planets? Like, I don't know fucking about no damn planets, nigga. Look, I gotta go. And y'all gonna start parting ways just like that. Because everything you love, another motherfucker is gonna look at that shit and be like, I don't give a fuck about that. And that's gonna be the game right there. And my man said, I fought my best friend in high school, brothers, disrespect, right? R.I.P. Imran Rose. Yeah, RP to him, man. Yeah, it's like that, man. It's like that. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? I write too. Do your thing, big dog, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know, when I was a teenager, my homie came to me and he was like, we was in the same religion and shit. We grew up in the Islamic religion growing up. So he came to me when we was about 14. He was like, hey, I wanted you to come to a camp. It was a camp where we was going to be like helping. We was teenagers. We was going to be helping the people keep the camp running and all this shit. So we was like, I was like, hell yeah. I asked my parents, they was like, you can go. So we go out to this campus in Michigan. We in Chicago. We go out to Michigan. It's like you stay there 2 weeks. They let you go home for the weekend. And you did this the whole summer, all week, 2 weeks, and then you came back. So we go up there, and they had a breakfast in the morning. You know, it's like the summertime, so they was eating breakfast. It's woods and shit. It's a campus, all woodsy shit. It's different from the city of Chicago, South Side, city bricks, buildings. You know, I'm all in the woods and shit. It's a river all out here. So make a long story short, we having breakfast. My homie, who asked me to come out here, he was like, you know, it was a bunch of motherfuckers out there, but I'm just this nigga who invited me. So I'm out there with them. They accept me in a little people group and all this shit. So we at the breakfast, eating breakfast. They, you know, y'all seen this in y'all life where they got the little bowls of cereal and shit. It might be like Pops or Frosted Flakes, but it's like the little individual packs of bowls. You can have one on your own. You drink, eat that shit, pour the milk in, and boom, boom, boom. Right? So everybody had that kind of shit at the breakfast. So I'm eating mine, and my homie who got me there, he walking past, he was in a different team of people, but they coming to breakfast too. It's all these tables for breakfast, you know, outside lunch tables. So he coming past, and he walked past me. He had a spoon in his hand. From behind me, he scooped his spoon in my bowl, my food, my cereal, and eat the shit and keep going. So I'm like what? It shocked the shit out of me because I didn't never, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So it's like free school breakfast, exactly. So like we just up there as teenagers and shit, and they bringing the food. And I mean, we got our own trays, so I got my milk and my shit I'm eating, and my homie walk up, the one who invited me to come. He walked past, and he just walked past with a spoon and pick up a scoop out my shit and eat it, and then keep walking. So I'm like, now this is my buddy now, but he don't really understand how I was raised. But we just homies, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as he did that, like everybody looking and shit, all these motherfucking people looking over here. And I'm like, I'm going to keep it 100. I felt like a super bitch because I had never experienced nobody taking a spoon and sticking it in my food. And this my nigga who brought me out here. This my homie. I would never do nobody like that, seeing you eat your food and just walk up and take a spoonful of your shit. Like that was new to me. I had never experienced it. So my buddy, he didn't have brothers or nothing like that. He was the only child. So I had brothers growing up. And I knew that if you did that to one of your brothers, that was a fight for your life right there. Because you don't stick your fucking spoon in nobody's plate for no reason. I don't give a fuck what you thought was supposed to be happening after that. After you did that, you got your ass kicked or you fought. That's what it was. So I had to literally speak up for myself like, hey, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Don't you ever do no bitch ass shit like that. Nigga, I'll beat your ass, nigga. And this is my homie who invited me to this shit. I actually felt funny saying that shit to him. I felt uncomfortable. Like, I don't even really want to be saying this to this nigga. Right. And they say he phone checked. This nigga fool. This nigga fool. And he said he phone checked your breakfast. That's how he said. Hey, that is 100% because I'm late 40s and I still remember this shit thinking like, was he trying to call me a bitch? Like, what was he feeling like? Oh, I brought you out here, yo hoe ass nigga. Hey, I eat that bitch ass nigga food. I was shocked. That's all I felt. Like I couldn't be like, hey, what's going on? I was like, nigga, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, you hoe ass nigga. Don't you ever do that? And this nigga looked back at me like, everybody, all these people staring like, this nigga was uncomfortable as hell. But I just felt like I had to tell him. I didn't whoop his ass or jump up and be like, ah! I was just like, nigga, don't you ever motherfucking put your, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I'm not finna do you like that. The fuck is you doing? He just was like, my fault. He kept going. I was like, nigga, is this nigga sick? They like, calm down, man. All these strangers and shit like, are you okay? Calm down. I'm like, no, motherfucker, put it my motherfucking food. Like, what the fuck? But we was still homies. Me and my homie, we was still homies after that. But my point about it is that that's just one of the moments where if you don't feel like you're going to speak up for yourself, then what if this motherfucker not from now on and shit as we hang out, he just walking up, grabbing wings out of my tray and still eating and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, so we finna go. Like, man, you ain't gonna get none. Nah, I'm gonna eat half that nigga shit. Like, like, you don't know what a motherfucker gonna think after they try to cross the line with you. And it ain't that you trying to do nothing to even kick it off. But if you don't speak up for yourself, then who the fuck gonna speak up for you? Who gonna say something on your behalf? Who gonna say something for you? You just gonna sit back and just take it and be like, well, shit, they don't mean it. They ain't mean it. Like, nah, nigga. And my homie was my homie, but he had to learn how to respect me. That right there is crossing the fucking line. Now, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to cross the line. I have no idea that you're just going to be walking around crossing lines. I don't know that. But when you cross the fucking line, my duty, if I'm your homie, I'm supposed to speak up for you myself and say, hey, nigga, that ain't right. That's not how you do it. Look, we got to do it like this and do it like that. And you might get uncomfortable with that. It might have to become a fight. It might be something that be fucked up behind me speaking up for myself. That's how life go. But I gotta say some shit. I can't let you just rock around thinking that you're gonna play me and I'm just gonna sit back and be like, it's all good, man. Because then you already know. It's almost like somebody's church. It's not checking you, but they almost trying to see if they can bully you. If it's okay. If you'll allow this, then I guess you'll allow that. Then, you know, I could try to do this. But as soon as you start speaking up for yourself, you're going to lose a lot of motherfucking friends off that alone. Because motherfuckers going to be like, damn, niggas, you can't never get shit over on this motherfucker, man. Every time you try this, he be trying to trip over there. I don't even fuck with that nigga like that no more. So it's like people they're going to fade up off you because they know you ain't going to fall for the bullshit. You're going to be ready to snap them and get it in or get their face. And they ain't going to want that kind of drama. So I want y'all to hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if you got friends like these, if you had these kind of occurrences, if people in your life that you got to dump at this point in your life, if you got some fake friends that you know will bust you out, but you still got to fuck around with them because you feel like you're going to miss out on some shit if you ain't around them. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't fucking with them, then you're going to be like, damn, oh, man, they can lie to you. A lot of friends know how to lie to each other. Like, you ain't go to this Friday. Man, you should have been at this motherfucker. It was so much. You sticking in your brain like, shit, I should have fucking went. So exactly. Yep, a habitual line stepper. Exactly, see, Gerald. He says speak up so he doesn't become a habitual line stepper. Exactly, R.I.P. Charlie Murray and Rick James. That shit was funny as hell. But you do got to speak up for yourself because if you don't, you will become the person that people feel like they can overstep. That's just how I go. And it's like that in so many levels, man. It's not even just homies saying it out loud. They got the passive aggression shit. They got the people who will act like that with you, won't even speak a word to you, but you know what's going on. You just don't know how to fucking touch it or say it. And you remember a lot of times if you're the one who speak up, then you the motherfucking problem of it all. And people looking at you like, damn, what the fuck you snapping for? Like, hey, I'm tired of this motherfucker. You know, again, you know, what kind of person you going to be? I say, go ahead and speak up and lose them friendships. Run them people off. That's how I used to say. Well, I've been hearing about it in Chi-Town. That's how I say, run them off. Run them the fuck away from you. Run them the fuck away from you. And then that way you don't have to put up with nothing that they doing. You ain't got to worry about if they acting like this, because you're going to run them the fuck away from you. And the next time they come around you, they only going to stay for 13 seconds. Hey, y'all, okay, bye. Why? Because you ran on the fuck. Hey, nigga, don't come over here with all that type of shit the way you like to do. Well, here's how I'm doing my way. How you got people like that in your life? You got friends that want to tell you how to eat, or want to tell you how to eat right, or this the direction you should go, or when you do that first, go to this school, then this the steps, and they might even call you as you did it yet, you started, you need to do it, and you sitting back like, man, you pushing up too fucking hard, man, relax. So it's just a part of how you operate with those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? The dynamics between us as humans, man, it's gonna be it's a challenge. What up, low key T? It's a challenge, man. But we all got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw the situation with Corey and old boy and Zo. And what he should have did is kind of, I don't know, man. He probably should have spoke up for himself. But, you know, I learned these 5 things, man. I'm going to say it one more time before I get up out of here. And the number one tip on this list was homies ain't real. We getting too old for that. Homies ain't real. We getting too old for that. Number 2 was, don't be around somebody when you owe them money. That's number 2. We should probably think of that. If you owe somebody money, you shouldn't be driving all up in their face all the time trying to be around them. You know what I'm saying? The number 3 thing was build your own platform. Stop being the second person trying to rock with somebody, and then when they get up in your face, when they call you out for something that whether they right or wrong, you, oh my God, sick as a dog. You can't take somebody getting in your face. Well, don't be trying to be somebody's second man if you can't have nobody rocking with you and getting in your damn face. Number 4 is sometimes you might have to fight somebody to be respected. That's maybe rare at a certain point in your life, but it's a reality that you might have to fight, especially if they line crossing and doing all this shit and calling you out and disrespecting you. Who give a fuck about that? You know, it's a point where you just got to do what the fuck you got to do. And number 5 is don't be a friend that can't be trusted. Don't be a friend that when somebody tell you something, that the first thing you do is go tell somebody else about them. You got to go out there and speak on it and tell somebody what they did and all that shit. Because there's a lot of people that's going to be like, I don't give a fuck who you tell what the fuck I did, nigga. Ain't tell whoever the fuck you want to. And then your tricking, as we call it in Chicago, ain't going to have no power. Everybody going to look at yours and be like, it's just a trick nigga anyway. Fuck what he talking about. Yeah, you tell him anything, he gonna run and go tell somebody. You gonna tell him a lie. Hey, look, let's go tell that nigga a lie and watch that shit run right back to us, because he'll tell anything you tell him. People can see through that when you're a fake friend. So you know what I'm saying. Yo, I'm gonna try to update y'all on other platforms, on other things that's going on, and other stuff that I come across in the world on the internet. Like for instance, I want to talk to y'all about you know, they got Cicely Tyson dying and Robin Hood stock and all that stuff that's been going on in the last few days. I'm gonna probably try to do that on my next one, which would be I never heard of this screenwriting program. My fault, y'all. A little nerd moment right here. See, Gerald just hit me with a screenwriting program I never heard of, so I want to know. I might now. I don't think I heard of that one. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all about that stuff like that. The new book is called How to Make a Hood Movie. You should check that out. It's on Amazon. It's going to probably be in the description too. You can check that out. It's like 30 pages. It's official. I wrote this, my first book, How to Make a Hood Movie. Go get one. It's at Amazon.com. It's official. And my new movie is right here on Hood Films channel. So you can see some of the work, and then you can actually exactly know what we've been doing on the filmmaking side of the game. I'm going to have to look that one up, man. I'm going to definitely look that one up because I never heard of that one, Scrivener. So yeah, and then you can check us out right there on the platform. Check out some of the movies that we got right here. It's a playlist that's going to say called New Movies 2021. Check us out right there. And I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all checking it out. Yeah, I am. I'm going to check it out on YouTube and see what they popping with, because I just like to know about the new stuff. And if y'all want to know more about filmmaking stuff like that, leave a comment, let me know, because that's definitely what we can talk about all the time right here. You see the clothing. We at Amazon, we at Walmart. You can get a t-shirt and become a part of the Hood Films Army, just like y'all are right now. And continue to hit us up in the comment section, because I love chatting with y'all, talking to y'all. That's really where I got these points from, because everybody was in the comment section talking about what they talked about. And so I just wanted to give like a synopsis of all of the stuff I talked about, all the stuff I heard about. A summary, not a synopsis, like a summary. So thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, man. We got up to 89 playbacks on this, 90 this time. I'm grateful, man. I'm going to hit y'all again tomorrow, Sunday. I'm going to hit y'all again tomorrow at some point. We're going to do some more videos. Let me know in the comment section what else y'all want to holler at, what y'all want to talk about. And you too, man. See, Gerald, good luck to you, bro, on the filmmaking journey, man. We in this thing together, man. We about to rock out. This is what we do over here at Hood Films, man. And we're going to be doing this. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Peace out.